Hello and welcome back to Serious About Salvage and another video on the channel. So today's video is going to be on the bargain little Fiat Punto that we got, and it should only take one video to completely finish this car. All we've got to do is throw in a complete airbag kit, so your dashboard, seat belts, driver's airbag, passenger airbag and airbag ECU. And then it's going to be a case of just putting it on the ramp, have a look under it, make sure there's nothing we can find that there's any problems basically. A road test, and then decide whether to just put some fresh oil through this engine or not, because like I said in the first video, I have dipped it and it's just golden brown. It's obviously been done very, very recently, but for the sake of £50, it might be wise just to throw some oil in it. Oil filter, air filter. I don't know right now, I've not decided. So there's very little to do to this car. It was always going to be a really quick in and out. Hopefully I can make enough out of this video, or enough content out of the car should I say, to fill this video up today. It's going to be a struggle. So I think it's just a case of getting on it, getting in and getting on with it. I'm not going to put you on time lapse whilst I do the dashboard. We've seen many and it's not the most exciting of jobs to do. So I will come in and out, show you bits and pieces that I think are of interest, and we'll just get it smashed out. Now for today's video, I have dropped the quality on the GoPro to a lower setting, because I'm having some issues with the batteries in this cold weather. They're just not working correctly. The GoPro is shutting itself off at like 40% battery, which is no good. I have got two batteries, but still I'm struggling to get a day's worth of video in out of two batteries on the GoPro, and it's ridiculous. Do you know why I have these high settings when the batteries can't keep up and cope with it, with the demand? So I've dropped the quality of the video slightly just to see if the batteries handle it a bit better, and if I can actually use at least 80% of the battery rather than 60, 65 maximum on a good day. Even in the warm weather it wasn't much better, but in this cold it's just horrendous. I'm getting a bit fed up with this GoPro, I'll be honest with you. It's a pain in the ass. But yeah, for now it's going to have to do. So let's just get on and let's smash this dashboard job done. Over it before we do start. Oh, again, I've never done a Punto dashboard. They all usually work in a very similar way. This one looks like we can do it without taking center console out, so that's a bonus, because it's like it's just sat on top of it. I might be wrong once I start digging into it. We do need to locate the airbag ECU yet, which are quite often under the center console anyway. So I would expect these side trims are going to come off. There'll be fixings behind there. This fascia cover will come off. There'll be fixings behind there. There's usually fixings behind the clocks. Not sure about the steering wheel on this one, whether you need to take it off. Now I have got the replacement over here. So now obviously this is your knee airbag, which I can take out, and that'll free up that space. But usually it's just as easy to take the steering wheel off and just get it out of the way. So I think that's probably what we're going to do. But it doesn't look too difficult. That trim doesn't come off though, does it? So that's a good thing to know. Alright, well yeah, all there is to it is to start removing bits until we start making progress. So I'll come back to you in a bit when I've started to get some stuff out, and we'll see how we're going on. Okay, we're out. This is our old one with the blown airbag. Such a shame they don't make these, you know, top pieces removable. Wouldn't have to go through all that work then of changing it. You know, you push it in and it's not all that bad, but it's got to be done right. Our new one's here, the nice perfect top panel. Make sure I don't knock that over. It's okay. And then the carnage that is the rest of the car. There we go. All good fun. So where were the fixings? Those three right up at the top at the back. There, there, and over there. You have two fixings here. You've got a fixing there, two more that side, there's one right in the middle there, and then with a fix on the side that goes in that, and then that one there as well, and I think that was it. So there's not a lot of wiring either on these, so that's not too bad. And yeah, the steering wheel, your stalks and everything do need to come off. And also your centre console does need to be pulled back. That's just loose and pulled back for a couple of reasons. There's a bolt right there, that's covered. Again, you can't get to that one on the side. And also the airbag ECU is there, that black box right in the middle is the airbag ECU. So we're going to swap that out first, and then I'm just going to be reversing the whole process. So there's a couple of rivets you've got to rivet out here, you've got to drill out. They have this little safety plate that goes on there like that. It's riveted on at the top, and it's got safety fixings at the bottom, and it's to stop you getting through to all these plugs here. So the safety fixings are them ones that, as they tighten them in the factory, the heads snap off. So what I do is I just grind a little flathead in it and then spin them out, and like I said, then just drill the tops, and then that plate comes off and allows the dashboard to come away. So yeah, that's about it. So I'll crack on now and try and get it back in. I think it's going to be okay. Now I know how it comes apart, it'll be easier to put it back. Right, I'll come back to you in a bit. Alright, I'm back. It is now a few days since the earlier portion of this video, shall we say. There is a reason for that, and the reason was seatbelts. But before I show you the issues, I'll just show you the finished dashboard. The dashboard is all back in now, except for the passenger airbag, which is another problem. But everything's in, everything works. It does need a good clean, but it's all in and right. So the issue was, I very quickly realised that the seat belts that were sent with the airbag kit were wrong. So the ones that were sent with the dashboard have these pre-tensioners on seat belts. When I removed one to have a look, mine don't. Mine fixed straight to the seat and don't have the pre-tensioner. They just have the normal one on the seatbelt side, on the whatever that's called. So I had to order another pair of seatbelts, which have come today, and they are here. So these now should be the same, which they look like they are. It's got that little buckle at the bottom instead of the big tensioner, and it means now I can put these in, and well, we're one step closer, but we're still waiting for that dashboard airbag. So what I think I'll do is put these seat belts in now. I'm just going to pop it on the ramp because I want to have a look underneath it and just try and figure out exactly why these airbags are blown. I need to make sure I don't get these mixed up. the one. That's the broke one. Yeah, I want to just see if I can figure out where have I put that on the seatbelt? Why the airbags have blown. Because it would be nice to know. And then we're going to have to wait again for... That's the new one, isn't it? That's the new one, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to wait again then for the dashboard airbag to come to finally finish off this video, because I'm not making another one. There's no content for this car. It's not really exciting either. It's just the fact that it was so cheap that I bought it. So I will crack on now and I'll get these seat belts in. It's a bit... The light's getting dark outside, so I'm not going to put you on time lapse. You're just going to see the finished article, but I have got this side out. Like I said, they fix onto the seat and then they fix in your normal place on your B-pillar, just like normal. So it's a 10-minute swap out job. It's easy, no issues. So yeah, I'll get the seatbelt swapped over, get it on the ramp, we'll have a good look under it, and then we're going to have to wait for that passenger airbag. And then we'll finish off by cleaning it, give you the price breakdown, and then we'll be done. But that will be in another couple of days. So I'll be back shortly to have a look underneath it. Okay, seatbelt's done. Now, can we figure out why these airbags have blown? It's got, obviously it's had a little bit of a scrape there, and that's the mark, that's the mark. So it's had a little bit of a nudge here, by the looks of it. So, okay, right, well, it looks like it's hit that, hasn't it? See how it's been turned? Flat over there, turned. So we've got some damage there. Little flat bar. There's nothing up there. No damage to the bottom of the front panel, all the way across. And again, nothing up there. So are you telling me that that hit there has fired all them airbags? Because I can't see anything else. Looks like it's had a new crank pulley on it at some point, and that belt's not all that old either. I don't know, guys. That's all I can see. That, unless there's anything any further back, which there doesn't seem to be anywhere. No, I can't see anything. So yeah, that looks like it's it. That's all it's done. It's obviously hit something hard enough to turn that bar, which, it's, in all fairness, it's only thin, so that ain't much of a hit. Weird one. Right, okay, well, that's going to be it now until I can get that passenger airbag. It should only take a few days to get here, and we'll finish it off and give it a clean up, do a very quick price breakdown, so we haven't spent a lot on it, and it'll be done. And out the door, I will be giving this a really good road test before it goes anywhere, just to make sure with them airbags. I'm going to have a good Google as well and just see how sensitive the systems are on these, because it does seem a little bit how that's fired all the airbags. Anyway, I'll be back with you as soon as possible when we've got the airbag for the dashboard, and we'll continue. Alright, it's time to finish off the video on this Fiat Punto. A couple of reasons why there's been yet another delay. I did come back and do the passenger airbag off camera about a week or two ago, I think it was. That is in there. I don't think there's any possible way I can show you. You can actually see it up in there. That little white sticker is the bag. But the reason why I didn't finish the video off was because I noticed when you start this car up, well, I don't know if you need to start it. We'll start it anyway. If you watch the mileage in a minute when it finishes being annoyed at everything, there you go. So the mileage is flashing. The reason why it does that is because it's not happy with a module that's in the car. And what it turned out to be was the airbag module that came with the replacement dashboard was configured to be ran with these seat belts that also had the pre-tensioners on. Now my car and my seat belts don't have these pre-tensioners, so now that module for these pre-tensioners isn't compatible with my car. So what I had to do is send off my original airbag ECU, same guy I use all the time, airbagreset.com, check him out. It's a mail order service. You send it to Halifax, puts it back in post. It's like a 3-4 day turnaround, something like that. So basically I've sent that ECU to him. It's now been returned, so now we can put the ECU in. We'll finally get rid of the airbag lights and this car is complete. And also I've had this out on the road for the last week and a half, done well over 100 miles, which I wanted to do, with the issues of not quite knowing why these airbags have gone off, other than that little bit of underside damage. And it's absolutely perfect. It drives great. It's not fast, trust me, it's slow as. It's not bad though, it's only a 1.2 petrol. Sips petrol, don't use much, nice and comfy. Yeah, there's not really much more to tell you about it, really. Now, these airbag ECUs, as always, they put them in great inconvenient places. Basically, centre console, it's under there. You can't get it from just taking out the front piece. You've got to take the whole centre console out. And it's not a pain of a job, really. It's just a bit of a nuisance, and it's a bit dark and gloomy in here today because there's snow all over the roof. I'm not going to be able to get any footage of me doing it. So I'm going to swap it over. I'll just show you quickly the mileage. What I'll do is I'll pull the centre console and I'll show you where it is. How's about that? And then I'll get the old new one in, show that the mileage is now cleared and hopefully no airbag light. We'll do a quick price breakdown and I'm going to be done with this car. This is as far as it's going. It's just a cheap little runaround for someone, that's all. You don't need, it's not going to be, well, there's nothing wrong with it. It's got great tyres, to be fair, there's nothing wrong with it. There's a couple of little marks on the bumper, but I'm not even going to bother touching them up. It's an honest little car. So I'll come back and show you in a minute where that ECU is. Okay, airbag ECU location. So down there where the light is, there's 3 metal studs. That's what your airbag ECU sits on. And the 2 big plugs here with yellow tape on the end, they're your plugs to your ECU. So yeah, it's not the hardest of jobs, it's just a bit fiddly, because you have to take an air vent off as well here, which is this. And yeah, it's just a fiddly job. Even trying to get the thing back in. Oh, there's my phone, so you can't see nothing now. So I'm just get it in place. That's it. Phone. So yeah, there. So that's the airbag ECU in place down in the bottom there. So I just need to get them three nuts back on.
get the earth on, and then plug it back in and rebuild the centre console. Centre console is quite an easy one to get off. Remove the 2 plates at the front which go down that corner, and then you've got fixing there. Same the other side. 2 at the back on them studs, 1 on that stud there, and then it just lifts up. So not the hardest, but just a bit fiddly, like I said. So I'll get this built back up, and then we'll do the breakdown. Right, there we go. ECU is back in. So let's just have a quick check, make sure no issues. Shut the door. I'll not shut the door properly, no I haven't. There we go. Yes, there we go. No more airbag light. All we've got is seat belt and handbrake. The mileage is no longer flashing, so that means it's happy with the module, and it's all good. So there we are, guys. Another car complete. This was a great little buy, this. It was just cheap. Just a cheap little car. So I'm going to put another probably 100 miles on this again before I consider selling it, because obviously now it's got another airbag ECU in it. I do want to just make sure these airbags aren't going to just fire for no reason. You know, we have found that a bit of damage underneath, and perhaps it was just the fact that it had a little bit of a knock here, and maybe the crash sensor's right behind there. I don't know, but I want to make sure, so I'll give it another 100 miles, and I will drive it hard, you know, just to make potholes, whatever. I want to make sure these airbags don't fire. So really now all it is to tell you how much it's cost me to put this back on the road. Cheapest chips, this car. 2016 on a 66. Fiat Punto. What's a Punto? Fiat Punto Easy Plus. It's what this car is. I don't know what that means, what the spec is. It's got nice alloys, loads of tread all around. The oil is golden. You know, it's definitely been serviced recently, but I will put a service on it before I do sell it. But at the minute, I'm just going to use it. The hammer price for this car was £910. Now I couldn't pass it up at 910 quid. It's just too cheap. So the complete dashboard airbag kit cost 230. In fact, let's wind back a little bit. Hammer price 910, out the door £1,100. So £1,100 out the door. I did get this delivered, I think. Yeah, I did, and it cost £100. So we're up to 12 to get this car here. I put a dashboard kit in it, £230, which brings us up to £1,430. We then had the issue with the seat belts being wrong, so I had to buy 2 more seat belts for 40 quid. So that's £1,470 as we are right now, finished. In all fairness, I've had to put an MOT on it because it was very close to running out. What are they, 35 quid, so 1,500 plus I am going to put a service kit on it, so probably another 50 quid. So fully serviced, 12 months MOT, this will stand me at £1,550 as long as it don't fail on anything, and trust me, it drives perfect. Brakes are extremely keen, handbrake's great. It's had new tyres all around very recently, new brakes all around very recently. I don't think anyone could complain at a 66 plate car for £1,550. Ridiculous bargain. So I'm really happy with it. So yeah, that's going to be it for this car, this video, this little series. Just another 2 video series like the Kia, I think. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And it's done and gone. Should be a nice little bit of profit in this car. But like I said, I won't be selling it right now. It'll be a couple of weeks until I do let this go. But yeah, 1,550 quid, you can't knock it, can you? 66 plate Punto. Nice little, auction bargain. Right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm starting to get a bit cold. Thank you as always for watching, massively appreciated. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.